me, Tammy Lowe. I help administrate the page with Heather and Billy. And it is Friday, and this is the second thing I thought about for today. The what-ifs. The what-ifs. Especially when you first start the estrangement. When you first start being estranged from your kids, your brain gives you so many what-ifs. Okay? And if this resonates with you, click the like button or comment below or something so that we know that you're listening to it and you're finding some kind of resonance with it. And when I say resonates with, okay, it's like when we post stories or we share our story or we're reading the comments and stuff, we're looking to find things that kind of vibrate on the same wavelength as where we are, right? And so resonating is like, it's kind of vibrating on the same wavelength as you are. And don't think it's like woo-woo. It's not like that. It's just like, wow, what they're saying could apply to my life. Those are some of the same thoughts that I have and things like that. So let's go back to the what-ifs. The what-ifs, especially when we're new to estrangement, and it hits us like a pile of bricks. Our hearts are on the ground. We're falling on our faces in grief. And we're trying to figure out what to do. How can we restore this relationship? And our brain starts throwing up the what if this, what if that, what if that, what if that. And I'm going to tell you right now, you are a strong person, and you are capable, and you are worth loving, and you are worth being loved. And I'm going to say to you something that I had heard from a motivational speaker a long time ago, and she wrote, I can't remember her name, but she wrote the novel Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, I believe it was. And what she said is, to every what if that our brain gives us, we can respond, I'll handle it. What if they never talk to me again? I'll handle it. What if I don't get to see my grandkids until they're adults? I'll handle it. What if I say something wrong? I'll handle it. You see the pattern? Because you are capable of handling all sorts of things. And I want you to go back and think about all the bad, terrible, no good things that you've already gone through, not even related to estranged children. Have you gone through a divorce? Have you gone through a single parenting phase? That's me. Have you gone through a remarriage? Have you gone through step parenting? That's me too. Have you gone through deaths of parents or loved ones or siblings? Yeah, that's me too. Have you gone through a pandemic, guys? We just went through a huge pandemic. We dealt with it. We dealt with it in all different ways, but we handled it. It was a situation that was totally out of our control. We handled it. We didn't want it. We didn't ask for it. We didn't cause it to happen. We handled it. So that's the same thing I want you to try to practice. Try to practice the same thing with estranged parents. Being estranged from your child. As soon as your brain throws up, what if? Tell yourself, I'll handle it. Because our brain is trying to protect us. It's looking ahead at future things, and it's it's freaking out, going, oh my gosh, this whole thing has changed. The status quo has changed. This. If I'm not a parent, who am I? If I'm not a grandparent, who am I? If I can't see my kids, what will I do? If I can't see my grandkids, what will I do? And just tell yourself, I'll handle it. What if they say something terrible to me? I'll handle it. What if we reconcile? I don't know what to do. I'll handle it. What if we reconcile and then they estrange again? I'll handle it. You gotta answer your brain. Don't beat yourself up. Just answer your brain back. I'll handle it. You may not know how to handle it right now, but you will handle it just like you handle every other bad thing that's ever happened in your life. Were you abused as a child? You figured it out. You handled it. Did you have a terminal? Well, you didn't have a terminal illness or you wouldn't be here. Did you go through something that was super scary? You handled it. You're here. You're listening. So try to answer your brain back. For every what if, try to answer it back with, I'll handle it. It doesn't mean it won't be messy. It doesn't mean you won't have emotions, but you'll get through it. You will get through this. We want you to get through this. Through it. This is a situation beyond your control. This is a situation that no matter what you try, when those kids who are estranging are resolute about it, they will not change their minds. So it doesn't matter what you do or don't do in relation to them. They will not change their minds until they're ready to, if they ever become ready to. If you lay off the pressure and you put pressure on yourself to do the things that you love to do and your household, to manage your household the way you see fit, and for the betterment of your household and the betterment of your life, take that pressure off, they may draw near. When you start doing things for your life that you love to do and that start to bring you happiness, and especially if you start helping other people, that's pretty crucial. And that gets noticed by other people in your circle. And so you never know when other people in your circle might say, wait a minute, hey, what's going on with your parent? What's going on with them lately? Hey, I saw they're doing such and such and they're doing such and such. That puts a little bit of pressure on that child, well, adult child, from people around them. Because they'll be like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't know about that. Oh, I didn't know about that. Because you're living your life. They're trying to live their life. They don't know necessarily what the ramifications are of estrangement on their lives. They may or may not understand some of the pain that you're going through, but that's still not their responsibility, guys. It's our responsibility to manage ourselves and our emotions and our pains, okay? So you can pour your life into them. They can make decisions, especially if you raise them, if and when you raise them to be independent thinkers. Independent thinkers, free thinkers. When their thinking starts changing from what your thinking is, and they can't seem to resolve differences, yeah, that's disappointing. Yes, your heart might be breaking, but again, it doesn't mean it's forever. It doesn't mean it's forever. You don't know how long, but you also don't know how long you have in this life, and you need to get your butt in gear and live your life, not their life. Live your life. Let them figure it out. Give them the space they're looking for. And in the meantime, when your brain throws up the what if this, what if that, what if I get sick, what if I die, what if my spouse dies, what if, I don't know, whatever the what ifs are, answer your brain with, I'll handle it. Because you will.